Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, Michaela is singing, which means we are back in the lobby bar for the week of September the 29th, 2025. Brian and Michaela with you. And Michaela here in the United States today, September 29th, is apparently National Coffee Day. National Coffee Day. Happy day to everyone, and special shouts to Cassia, friend of the pod, who notified me earlier today and reminded me that it was National Coffee Day. So how are you doing, Michaela? We've been traveling for a couple weeks. This is our first time back in the lobby bar here with a proper episode in a while. But how have you been, and how do you take your coffee?
Um, mm, uh, I've been great. I've been great. I've been traveling, doing some really cool stuff. I've got lots of cocktails to talk about over the course of this month. And I can't wait for our Patreon hangout so I can show off all the delectable things I've been drinking. How do I take my coffee? Any way I can get it is usually the answer. But my favorite way, I suppose, I like an iced coffee. I like it with some cream. I like it with vanilla. That's usually my go-to is like a vanilla iced latte kind of situation. However,
Okay.
it is September 29th, and that means that it is pumpkin spice season. It is upon us, and I'm so excited because
Is that what that means?
yes, that's what it means.
Oh,
I was up in
okay.
the mountains earlier this weekend, and I went to a bunch of local coffee shops, and all of them had their own take on the pumpkin spice latte, and that was amazing. It was so good.
Well, there you go. Absolutely. You have made your own pumpkin spice syrup here for cocktails in the past, so it might be about time to do that. Or maybe it's time to change it up. Maybe we could do some pecan syrup. That sounds pretty good. Could do something like
Mm.
that. You could do some like caramel apple, something or other. That sounds pretty fallish and good. But yeah, tried and true pumpkin spice latte, PSL, I think is how you say it if you're real basic. I don't know. I am real basic though, so that's what I'm going to say. But yeah, I thought we should talk about some coffee cocktails here in the lobby bar just to celebrate National Coffee Day. Now we've talked about coffee cocktails before. We did the White Russian for Big Lebowski. We did, I think, our second ever episode. We did basically an Irish coffee, right, for the film
Hmm.
Elf. We've done coffee for out of Africa. I think that had some coffee components to it. A lot of coffee things we've done here on the podcast and over on Drink the Video Games. Made a espresso martini over there that was quite delicious, I will say. But what I thought we could do here for the lobby bar today is basically just try to coffee infuse something that we like, something that'll be simple, something that's easy for the lobby bar, something we might drink on the norm. But since it is National Coffee Day, we could throw some coffee into it. So, what I'm going to do, Michaela, is I'm going to mix up a coffee Negroni, which is basically just a Negroni. It's equal part cocktail, so equal parts gin, equal part Campari, equal part sweet vermouth. But then you're going to add an additional equal part of some espresso to that. It's going to give it some coffee richness to that. It's going to be bitter and pair up well with that Campari. We might have even made a coffee Negroni here in some form on the podcast. I couldn't really be sure because we're like 237 into those, but it did sound pretty familiar and it sounded delicious to me. So that is the coffee Negroni. That's what I'm bringing. Michaela, do you have a favorite cocktail that you could see throwing a little bit of coffee into? I actually have a
Oh,
really good one if you can't think of anything.
so I love a bit of just a cup of coffee with equal parts Bailey's and Jameson added to a cup of coffee. You can also make like a Bailey's whipped cream that is delicious. And so if you're gonna do something like super like coffee-ish, you can use a cup of coffee and you can just add some like Bushmills is a really good kind of Jameson variant, right? It's an Irish whiskey that you can add to it that'll make it nice and like warming. I feel like for me, I'm much more of a Bailey's girl and I like to add the extra cream. So with a milk frother, if you milk froth some Bailey's and you scoop that on the top of it, it's actually really tasty as well. And yeah, just be careful because a little goes a long way with the Bailey's, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It does go a long way there. Absolutely. And I was going to recommend adding some coffee liqueur to your gin and tonic. A coffee gin and tonic is delicious and amazing. Take my word for it. Throw a little bit, like a half ounce of like Mr. Black coffee liqueur in there. You could do
Hmm.
Kahlua if you just have that staple in there. Give that a try because it's surprisingly amazing. So let's talk about movies. We haven't talked about movies here for a couple of weeks, Michaela, and we had a big surprise, I think, to everyone. out there. Film that's getting all the great reviews out there. I mean, it looks amazing. The cast is amazing. The director's pretty amazing as well. So no surprise here to us. But One Battle After Another finishes first over the weekend with $22.4 million, about just ahead of Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie at $13.7 million. So One Battle After Another, we're gonna have to watch it. It's getting a lot of Oscar buzz already. People are loving it. Michaela, have you heard anything about this? Are you saying One Battle After Another, that movie is no good? Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie is where it's at for me. What do you think?
No, I the opposite actually. I think I think this is how I feel about that. I am so excited because I love P.T. Anderson. I am very for anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's Paul Thomas Anderson. Leonardo DiCaprio looks amazing in this film. I can't wait to see it. I do feel like this was kind of it felt like a sleeper from a marketing perspective. Like we just started seeing ads for it and everything maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and now it's kind of
Mhm.
taken the world by storm, which is always cool to see. Gabby's Dollhouse, apparently, if you have a child who enjoys cats and your child is from the ages of 4 to 8, apparently your child will
4 to
love this.
80. 4 to 80.
Maybe,
Everyone can love
maybe.
Gabby's
I don't.
Dollhouse, Michaela.
I
Quit
mean,
gatekeeping.
anybody can. I had never heard of it. And then I saw the ad way before I saw the ad for One Battle After Another. And I was like, what is this? This is not something that my son knew anything about. He wasn't interested in it at all. But I think he just missed the Gabby's bus or something because all of my friends who have little girls who love cats, they all are super excited about Gabby's Dollhouse. And so this is going to rake in a ton of cash because there's so many parents who are like, I don't care, just let's just go see it. Yeah, I will not be one of them, but I'm so happy for them.
Well, if you don't want to go see Gabby's Dollhouse, that's okay. That's okay. We've got a couple of new things coming out everyone's way, and probably not Gabby's Dollhouse adjacent. So still take your kids to see that out there. But we've got Bone Lake, which is listed as an erotic thriller horror. Gore fest kind of thing. Doesn't make any sense to me, the trailer, but that's okay. That's okay. It looks like it might be fun if that's your jam, and it is going to be October here in about 36 hours. So get on that Bone Lake bandwagon if you want to. And another one here, garnering a lot of buzz, is The Smashing Machine. That is Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. Studied the biopic of Mark Care, the UFC fighter there. So that one looks pretty good. Probably going to have to check that one out. That's definitely the one
Mm.
I'm more interested between the two. But Bone Lake, Michaela, it's that time of the season for Bone Lake, I guess.
I thought it was a joke when someone was like, "Oh, it's the latest like erotic thriller
Yeah.
that's going to come out around Halloween and we're going to call it Bone Lake." I was like, "You have got to be kidding." But no, that's the real name of it. I'm
On the poster, they have
excited
the
to
rated R thing right next to the bone, and then you can go ahead and spell that out in your head right now. So
Oh
that's
my
pretty good.
God.
That's pretty good.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. We are getting so stupid as a society. But I think it's funny. I don't know if I'm going to make it out to the theaters to see this, but I can't wait to watch it. One thing I really want to see in the theaters, and I only got like another week or so to do it, is The Conjuring Last Rites. Can't wait. Can't wait for it. It's going to be real good.
That's true. It's going to stick around, I think, here as we're getting into October. I think it's going to have reason for
You
movie
think? I hope so.
purveyors to keep that in there. So you might have a chance to see that. So Bone Lake, The Smacking Machine, that's what's coming out to theaters this week. You can go check out those. Let us know if you're interested in that. Let us know if you want to go see Gabby's Dollhouse, and let us know if you have a good coffee cocktail for everyone. If you want to check out what we've been doing, last week we talked about the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That was an excellent conversation about a 50th birthday party for the one, the only Rocky Horror Picture Show. And this week we're going to be getting into our Halloween spooky season with a classic of classic, The Thing. So you want to stay tuned for that. That's going to be dropping on Thursday's main episode. Over on Patreon, we've got Spinal Tap 2, the return, the end of the reckon, the end of the return, the last of the Spinal Taps. I don't know for sure. Spinal Tap 2, that's over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/drink the movies. You can check that out. And a new Drink the Video Games episode drops this week talking about the Star Wars game, The Force Unleashed. Michaela stops in, mixes up a cocktail, and we have a good time. So check that out. I appreciate it. So, Michaela, welcome back from all of your travels. We should be back here for at least a couple of weeks till we're traveling again. So everyone out there, have a good National Coffee Day, and we'll talk to you next time.